I was thinking about this. We're on this conversation, I think, about how do we create safety in our life. I think it's so easy to fall in the space of fear, being worried about things. And I'm noticing that there are some big things I've been going through, and I used to fall into that pit, way deep down into the rabbit hole. And I thought that was normal. I thought that was okay. I thought it was okay to be in fear and freak out. But, deep inside, because I was always good at saying, oh, it doesn't bother me. And then deep undercurrent inside, there'd just be all these different things and reactions and stuff that I didn't understand. Some days I'd show up just loving and nice, and other days I would be, we'd call it prickly. And I didn't know how or why that was happening. So if I learn to have more empathy for myself, and that will help me have more empathy for others too, then there's something there that helps me be more calm, take a step back, breathe, and say, hey, it's not okay to go down the rabbit hole. For a moment, you're going to do that. That's human. And the definition of empathy is that I can actually put myself in my shoes. Not just that I'm being me, but as if I'm putting myself into somebody else's shoes. I get myself there and I go, okay, what are you going through? What do you need? What do you want to ask for? What kind of support do you want to ask for? What do you want to do for yourself so that you can process what you're doing instead of going straight to food or going straight to, like these days it'd be like scrolling through social media. But what can I do so that I can move on and get more energy, create a higher vitality, get the stress out of my body? So what do you think about this conversation? Have you been having conversation with yourself and thinking about these things also? I'm so interested in these types of conversations, and I'm so over beating myself up in the past. Yeah. What do you think? Are you over it? Are you done? If people would say, are you done with the pity party? Are you done with feeling sorry for yourself? It has nothing to do with that. It's just the way our body naturally wants to go there, because it's easy to go there, because it's easy to feel bad and stay there. It's just a natural thing to freeze us and to hold us in that space, or to be prickly to others, but really process it and take it on for ourselves, that we don't have to live like this anymore. And I didn't realize that until I started in the coaching industry, and I realized I wasn't showing up the way I wanted to, and I wanted a change. I saw people in my industry that just looked dialed in. They looked happy. I was like, they're lying. They're not happy. You can't be happy like that. There's no such thing as being that happy. And even people that see my posts, they say, it looks like you're having an incredible life. And I hear people, naysay people, that look like they're having a happy life. What's wrong with having a happy life? Why do we need to naysay people out on social media that everything looks perfect? What if we agreed that life can be better? And then when we're having a hard day, that we post it too. We say, hey, we're having a hard day. If you post too many of those, people will be like, oh, they're just feeling sorry for themselves. So there is no winning, but there's a way to keep showing up and believing in life. Have you thought about that? Are you thinking about those things? I know it's been such a struggle of just all these different things going on in this world and life, and maybe even in personal life and what's going on. But the coaching industry really changed, and knowing that I wanted to live a happier life. Not just reporting it out there, but really living it. And then when I have a yucky moment, which is a lot because we say 60, 70,000 words to ourselves a day, we don't hear all those words, but they're cycles. And 80% is known to be negative. And that negativity is what drives a negative lifestyle. That everything has to be this way instead of, how come we can't have the opposite? Why can't we train our brain to see stuff that's really good out there? Why is it okay? I'm going to get a lot of questions today. Why is it okay that we're in the pit and that's just the way life is? But why isn't it okay to be seeing all the positive stuff that's happening around us and that that's not real life? Aren't both of those real life? Why do we choose to sit in the pit? Why don't we choose to discover how we can create happiness? Not fake happiness where we just keep saying, oh no, it's going to keep happening. All that bad stuff. Or keep having all the good stuff happen. Just keep having it happen. Pretend like everything good is happening. But what if we really get in truth down to the nervous system that we learn to meditate, ask questions, get in curiosity. I created a meditation today. It was nice. It helps me get out of my cerebral, my brain patterns. It breaks things up. Because I get to have those moments creating a video that's truly talking about the path where we want to go, where we at now, and feeling all that out too. So the question for me is, when do we decide that we're going to take on a positive lifestyle? Just like we have all our time in our life, a negative, seeing everything that's not working, why don't we just go the opposite way? Why don't we just see all the good things that are happening? And then when the bad things happen, we see it and we clear it so that we don't falter back in to all the stuff that's not happening, but we really start having empathy for ourselves, start listening to what we need so that we can discover how to live a happier life. So what do you think? What do you think? How do we create this happiness and allow ourselves to really see ourselves to what we need and to learn how to clear the stuff that's not working? On that self-discovery. How about you? Is it our time to really learn to be happy? We first need to be looking at ourselves so that we can clear that and learn what that means, so we can have deeper empathy for others, which means we're already having good empathy for ourselves too. That means empathy for everybody. People that are doing good, the empathy of like what they had to go through and understand, what they had to go through to get there, to the people that are in their deep, darkest moments. So think about that. I appreciate you. Namaste.